Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Tammy from Acclaimed.
I'm Kevin from Acclaimed, heating, cooling, and furnace cleaning.
And we are meeting for a weekly Facebook Live. And today we want to say Happy International Day of Peace. And warmest salutations to you from us at Acclaimed as we are having the first day of fall.
First day of fall.
Which looks like the first day of?
It looks like trees falling on vehicles because the tree fell on our service van today.
Yes, which looks like the first day of winter.
Yeah.
But thank you for meeting with us this week. And we are going to tackle the question for Kevin, which is from Confused Homeowner Looking for Something New.
Okay.
All right, we see Carol's on watching with us. Hi, Carol. All right, Dear Kevin, you ready for the question?
I'm ready for Dear Kevin.
Okay. Dear Kevin, with the upcoming winter approaching, we are planning to break up with our furnace of 18 years and invest in a new model. How sad is that?
That sounds really sad.
Yes, but you know what? It sounds like a planned breakup, so that's good.
That was good.
Since we haven't purchased a new furnace in nearly 2 decades, we're not sure what we should be looking for in a new unit or a company. Which right there is two different things you are looking for, which is in fact wonderful that they pointed that out.
Okay.
What kind of questions should we be asking when getting a quote for a new furnace, and what might be something that should be red flags to look into when inquiring with different furnace companies? Signed, Confused Homeowner Looking for Something New.
Okay, well, first of all, congratulations on planning ahead.
Absolutely.
So most people wait until their furnace breaks and then looking for quotes, so that's great. And I'd say that there's 3 or 4 main comments on there.
Okay.
I think the number one thing that you need to look for when you're having a furnace installed or other major work in your house is the company. So the company and its staff and its long-term reputation, I believe, is number one.
Right.
Regardless of the product, if you don't have the right company and the right staff and the right history for backing it up, that they'll be around 20 years from now because they've already been around for 20 years. I think that's key, and that's really important for a decision-making process.
Okay.
And with that, of course, comes experience and quality and everything else you'd hope to have.
Okay.
The other thing is something I get asked quite a bit in terms of equipment and what type and things like that.
Okay.
And my answer is a little bit odd to some people. But what I recommend is that people in the Edmonton marketplace, they either install a Lennox, Carrier, or Trane, or Goodman product.
Okay.
And it's like, well, what about this product and what about that product? Well, the reason I recommend that is that those are the only 4 manufacturers of furnaces that are well represented in Edmonton. And as importantly, they have a proper long-term wholesaler and a good market share.
Okay.
So even though there might be good brands out there elsewhere, you're taking a huge risk in terms of any kind of serviceability by more than 1 or 2 people in Edmonton, and whether the parts are available. And we've been doing this 23 years now, and I've seen 4 furnace manufacturers that are big in the States try to break into here, people have them, and then they're gone. And so there's parts literally that are unavailable in our marketplace.
Yeah, that would be super sad for that.
Yeah, super sad. Like within those 4, there's like better quality and worse quality for sure. But at least they're well represented and you're not taking a risk for the long-term serviceability.
And I suppose that those are also built for this market. They've shown this test of time. I guess different environments in terms of humidity, altitude, all that comes into play. Am I wrong?
All of those come into play, but
Yeah.
all of those would also come into play with other furnace manufacturers.
I just mean like ones that are indifferent, that are not readily available here. There might be a reason why that would be.
Yeah, you know what? The reason why is that the marketplace can only bear so many brands, I think.
Okay.
And who's been successful bringing a brand in and marketing the brand and representing the brand, and that has a lot to do with the wholesale level in terms of that type of relationship.
Okay.
And there are lots of things. I get questions, I'll bet you once a week, I get questions about, can you do this and can you do that? And a lot of times it's because people are on the internet. And in the States, they have different availability. We install lots of Trane product. Trane's the best brand, best quality out there, bar none.
And can I interrupt that question?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
I would say that because of the build quality of the units is just second to none.
Okay.
And it sounds corny, but I liken it to you go and buy a car. And it's really weird, but most people that go buy a car, they slam the door and they open the glove box and things like that.
They're
and
testing how it feels.
they kind of feel, and you can tell how solidly it's built. So when you put a Trane furnace into place, you're basically moving a product that's solid as a brick. There's no shimmying, there's nothing like that going on. And that's not a huge slight against other companies, but it's just built and manufactured to a different level and a different standard.
Okay.
Now, is it exactly the same as a car? No. And all of those brands have their good points and their bad points. But just in terms of the overall build quality, it's just a cut above.
So one of the things that some people say, well, an apple's an apple. So if I want to buy a pair of shoes somewhere, I could get a pair of shoes somewhere else and they'd be the same.
Right.
And your answer to that would be?
Great example, apples. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't really like crab apples.
Yeah.
And a crab apple is in an apple, and you can consume it, and you can eat it. Yes. But it's not as good as like a nice, fresh, crisp apple. And there is a difference, I think, with everything. The biggest factor is a well-installed product.
So the workmanship.
Yeah, the workmanship is first. That's number one, always.
And then, I guess it's the quality of the installation that can differ between companies to keep an eye on. So how does someone figure out when they're looking at the market to figure out who to choose to do it? Other you had said the 20 years, or like a company that's old, that's been around, that's installing the same product. But in terms of workmanship, what are some key indicators that companies should look, or consumers should look for when they're purchasing with a company?
Right. Well, that's a great question, and quality and neatness of the installation. So you can tell a lot by when you're going down and looking at your new furnace, what kind of pride and what kind of craftsmanship went into the installation.
All right. Now let's talk about warranty.
Let's talk about warranty.
Okay. So there are two different types of warranties. There's parts warranty and labor warranty, or what's called parts warranty and extended warranty.
Right.
When someone's looking for warranty, I love warranty, as you know very well. That I love warranty on a unit, but I also want to start off with a product when I buy a product that's going to not let me test the warranty. I'm hoping I never need to know what kind of warranty providers are around for my not furnace, obviously, but my fridge or my washer and dryer, for example. Yeah. With those elements, what is someone looking for when they are asking if they have got warranty on the product?
Well, this could be a 1-hour discussion. I'll try to keep that short.
Okay, sounds good.
So the first thing to know is that all quality furnaces and air conditioners, they typically have a 10-year warranty on all of the parts, but only if those products are registered with the manufacturer. Okay. They come with a standard 5-year parts, and a lot of companies don't register the product, especially in new homes, and so all of a sudden you've got half the warranty that you should. So make sure your product is registered. A better company, we do it every day. We'll register that on behalf of the client, and all the product has 10-year parts warranty when Acclaim's installing it.
Okay, and that's on parts?
That's on parts.
Okay.
Now, there's a 1-year labor on all of the warranty, which is quite standard in our industry, again, with any of the better service providers, that is covered by that company. So, Acclaimed and other companies, we don't get paid to go and take care of these things for the first year. And that's it for the warranty that comes, standard with all systems. Okay. Now there's something called a 10-year labor warranty.
Or otherwise known as?
An extended warranty. Right. But realistically, it's an extended warranty on the labor component. Yep. It doesn't extend anything on the parts. Okay. So for 10 years now, with a 10-year labor warranty, every service call-out fee, every moment that we spend at a residence, and all of the parts for that furnace for a duration of 10 years for any manufacturer's defect is covered. So
if you have extended warranty.
Yeah, if you have extended warranty. And that's important, is that the labor warranty is also known as the extended warranty, but it has to say it's a 10-year labor warranty. If it just says extended warranty, that doesn't really mean anything. And here's the big kicker with that.
What is the big kicker?
The big kicker. Here's the news flash, and this is really important because people get burned by this regularly, is that it should be a 10-year extended labor warranty that is registered with the warranty provider.
A third party.
A third party.
Right.
There are companies in Edmonton that have gone bankrupt, one very large one medium-sized one in the last 10 years. Yep. They didn't register their warranties, so nobody had it.
So what people thought when they were buying a 10-year extended warranty that they had labor warranty covered, which would probably have been the case if that company would still be around. They probably would have covered that labor. Perhaps.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
And that's the conundrum that people face. So it's really important to pay attention to the type of warranty you have, and know what you're getting, know what you're buying, and make sure you know how the company is administrating it.
Okay, so the touch points on that are, if you're getting extended warranty, make sure it's with a third party. That way you're not married to any company forever, and that way you have options, which is always nice to have that covered off.
Yeah, and I'll just temper that as well. Okay. So I mean, when you have a product installed, so when Acclaimed installs a product for you, and you have that 10-year labor warranty, we're registered as the dealer and as the company that installed that product, and it's registered with our company.
Right.
So our company is the one that would be coming to fix it and assess it and these types of things. So you would be calling Acclaimed under that type of circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to the very beginning part of my conversation, that's why it's really, really important that you're choosing the company and the quality above the product necessarily.
Yeah, that you understand. Because the one thing about people having labor warranty or even parts warranty, a lot of people think, well, I've got warranty, so it doesn't matter. If
Right.
if I have problems down the road, it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of emotion and time that can be wasted when you're trying to call for service on some warranty. Even if you don't have to pay for it, your time is worth something. So what kind of relationship we're going into with that company? If the deal is too good to be true, it probably is.
It probably is.
Yeah.
And that's funny, right? Because like you say, if it has a 20-year warranty, does it really mean a whole lot if every year your furnace breaks down, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's free, but is that acceptable? And the answer is no.
Because it always seems to happen at the most inopportune times when that furnace is not going to work or something,
yeah.
or that washing machine's not working or what
Yeah.
have you. Okay. Well, thank you, Kevin, for answering that question for the confused homeowner looking for something new. Good planning.
Very good plan.